If you're looking to build that God Squad to get the leg up on your competition, check out my new sponsor MutCoins Express on Twitter to get the fastest and cheapest MUT coins available. Use code WIZARD to get 10% off your order. What is going on, everyone? Wizard of Waz here, and I'm going to be doing another top 10 positional ranking in Madden 20. Tonight we're going to be doing the wide receivers, and of course we're going to be omitting the golden tickets as always. Julio Jones, Nunwell, all those guys. Probably the top at their position, so we're just going to leave them out of the rankings. You can just assume they're 1 and 2 up there, however you want to rank them, but they're going to not be on this list. Quickly, before we get into it, I wanted to say thank y'all to everyone who's been supporting the channel. We are very close to 1,300 subscribers, so thank y'all very much for helping me get to this point. Y'all make this worth it. Y'all make it a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it for y'all. I do want to say I'm going to be streaming tonight, Sunday evening, sometime around 9 p.m. Eastern time, maybe a little 9:30 Eastern time. I'm just going to stream some weekend league games. Maybe if y'all want to do a gameplay or something, I'll try and do that, but I'm going to be trying to finish up my weekend league more than anything else. So if y'all want to stop in and say, hey, I would love to talk to y'all, I'm just going to be doing this probably once a week since we don't have a lot of consistent content anymore in Madden. I'm going to be trying to stream at least once a week so y'all have a little bit of something to watch that's not just me talking about stuff in the game. Before we get into the top 10 rankings, I do want to do 2 honorable mentions. I didn't do any honorable mentions for my quarterbacks. Probably should have done that. I'm going to do 2 here, though. One is going to be Larry Fitzgerald, and the only reason he doesn't crack the top 10 is because he doesn't have an upgrade. His last card, I believe, was the NFL 100 card. He desperately needs an upgrade. One of the best wide receivers of all time. He's still playing in the league. Older now, obviously not in his prime, but still a very, very good receiver. They need to give him an upgrade. When they do, he will crack this top 10 list for sure. But he is one of them. The other one is going to be Devin Hester. The reason Devin Hester is not in the top 10 is because he's not really a great receiver per se. I mean, he's good. He's solid. He's got a 99, but he is more of the kick returner. Obviously, he's very, very good. Best kicker, punt returner in the game by far, but he doesn't make the list just because he's not a good pure receiver. Kicking off the list at number 10, though, is going to be AJ Green. So we're going to have a wide array of rankings here. They're not all going to be like 96s, 97s, 98s, 99s, working our way up to the top 10. Because a lot of wide receivers kind of depend on their animations and stuff. Now, AJ Green gets pretty good animations and everything, so even though he doesn't have that top-end speed, you can see he has 93 speed here. You can get that up to a 94 with a power-up, then up to about a 97 without a theme team, so pretty good anyway. But he's obviously not the fastest receivers in the game or up with them, but very, very close. But he gets good animations. He wins a lot of one-on-one battles. He's a physical receiver, so he'll beat someone like Dion in a one-on-one battle. Very good receiver to have on your squad. So if I had made this list a month ago, this guy would be in the top 3, and of course that's Tyreek Hill. Now every year that he's in the league, he's going to have one of the best cards in the game, especially early on, because his speed is always top end. You know, that I think is 85 or 86, whatever it was one of the most valuable cards at the beginning of the year because his speed was like 93 or something, and everybody else's was like 87. So he's a very, very fast card, good agility, good everything. He's one of the best cards in the game. He's got everything really good. His catching stats are just kind of subpar is the only thing. So yes, he's faster, more agile, and he can get open pretty well. But if he's not open, if he's not wide open, then he's going to have a harder time catching the ball than some of the other people on this list. And at this point in the year, so many players have that top-end speed and agility. Tyreek Hill doesn't separate himself as much as he would earlier in the year. Coming in at number 8 is going to be Mike Evans, and one of the big reasons that he is so good is because of his height. You can see right here he's 6'5". Now his weakness is that he's not very fast. You can see only 91 speed. That's going to be one of the lower speeds on this list, but he makes up for that in height. Now he's very, very good on the deep route runnings. He is going to win pretty much every battle. The only guy that I can think of off the top of my head that can really compete with him is going to be Calvin Johnson, who is of course a wide receiver anyway, but he has a free safety card. But in terms of getting up and getting the ball, you can see he's got 99 catch in traffic, 98 spectacular, 97 jumping, and 90 deep route run. His only issue is actually getting down the field, so you're going to have to be able to block long enough for him to get open, but if he can get down there and be in one-on-one coverage, he's probably going to go up and get it. Coming in at number 7 is going to be the man that broke professional football a few years ago, and that is Odell Beckham. How he doesn't have a 99 spectacular catch is beyond me, but of course you can power him up to that. As you can see, he's got pretty good speed. You can boost that up to a 99 once you put him in the power up, and then use the chemistries and stuff on him even without a theme team. The best thing about Odell Beckham every year is that no, his stats might not be the best, but he gets the craziest animations. He'll get that with those one-handed grab animations and everything, and he is just one of the best wide receivers in the game every single year. He gets stupid good animations. Even in a year like Madden 20, where we don't get great aggressive catches, he's still going to go up and one-hand palm that thing. It's not how good he is. He honestly should not be as high on this list just based off of his stats, but based off of animations alone, which is a lot of what wide receivers are, he comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, just outside of our top 5, is going to be Mr. Michael Thomas, our Offensive Player of the Year. And yeah, he's a really great card. All of his stats are really solid. Of course, you can see there his biggest issue is, again, speed. That's why all these guys are lower on this list. A lot of them don't have that top end speed. That's why a lot of these guys are where they are on the list. They're a lot lower because they don't have that top end speed. And it's really important to have that 98, 99 speed this year because all the DBs pretty much have it, all the good ones. So you need to have that. But if you just want to run a 5-yard slant, then there's nobody else better in the game than Michael Thomas. 98 catching, he's going to catch pretty much anything. 97 catching traffic, so I mean, you run it across the middle of the field, in between linebackers and safeties and everything, he's going to grab it. 91 deep route run, so he's definitely going to be your mid to short receiver, not going to be your deep threat as much. I mean, he can go up and get it if you need him to, but he's not going to beat a lot of those guys anymore, especially the 99s that are now in the game. And I did forget to say this at the beginning of the video, but of course, if you disagree with me, let me know down below what your list is, where you disagree and all that. That's fine. Subscribe if you want so you can talk some crap in the next couple of videos. I hope y'all are enjoying this one. Leave a like if you are. Coming in at number 5, and I did debate this one a good bit, but it's going to be Steve Largent. He got a 99 overall on a limited recently. Now, his speed feels a little slow to me, even though, like, if you put him in the power up, you can get him to a 95, and then with chemistry, you easily get him to a 98. But I don't know, just when he's running, he just doesn't seem like the most athletic guy. What he is very good at, you can see there 99 mid-route running, 96 deep, 99 catching. He's kind of like Michael Thomas, but a little bit faster. He's going to be able to catch the ball. He's not that kind of receiver that's just going to go up and beat a guy one-on-one, at least, again, some of these better DBs. But in terms of getting open, kind of like think of him sort of like Edelman is how I kind of compare him right now, is he'll be able to get open really well. He's just not going to be that physical freak that can go up and snatch it over some of these more talented defensive backs. Having to jump over to the item binder for this one, coming in at number 4 is going to be Torrey Holt. And at the time I made this list, Marvin Harrison hadn't been announced. He was just announced. Marvin Harrison and Torrey Holt are very, very similar, so we're just going to make them 4A and 4B, Marvin Harrison and Torrey Holt, because I don't want to mess up my list and bump anyone off of it. But they're both very, very good. You can see here 99 speed. I do have him boosted up, so he's going to look a little bit better than some of the other players, but keep in mind, I do have him powered up and actually on my team and everything, so he gets all the boosts. But 99 speed, he lacks a little bit in jumping, but that's fine. 99 catching, 94 catching traffic. So basically, his best thing is just going to be getting open. He's kind of like what Tyreek Hill is, just a better version of him because all of his route runnings are superior to Tyreek's. So just kind of go look at him here as we saw most of these 99 excel, pretty good, decent pass block 50. That should be a little bit better, but you know, none of those guys are great. He actually has really good juke moves and everything if you get him in the outfield. The one that I wanted to look at was, if I can find it here, beat press at 93. That was actually his lowest, his worst stat earlier in the year. He could never beat the press off the line of scrimmage. 93 isn't bad. He's still not going to kill anybody, but he can get the job done. So 4A, 4B, like I said, is going to be Torrey Holt and Marvin Harrison. So now we're in our top 3. These are the best wide receivers in the game, and honestly, 96 Calvin Johnson is one of the best wide receivers in the game. Yeah, he's only a 96. You can get him to a 97, putting him in the power up. A lot of these guys are 99s, 98s, but he is so freaking good. Calvin Johnson in real life, one of the best wide receivers to ever play. One of my favorite personal players. But looking at his stats here, 95 speed, 97 jumping, 92 catching. Guys, he catches pretty much everything. His catching stats aren't great, 92. Again, wide receivers are a lot about animation based. Calvin Johnson gets all the animations. I am a firm believer that he's only a 96. I still think he is one of the best wide receivers in the game. Obviously, I have him at number 3. Not many that are better than him. I have him on my squad still fully powered up. Good to go. He's a 98. Well, he makes crazy catches. You know, he does everything that I need him to and more. Very, very good wide receiver, even though he's a 96. I wonder if they might give him another upgrade in the future, but kind of the way things are going with content, probably not. But he deserves one. I mean, he should be a 99 overall, and he plays like a 99 overall already. At number 2 on our list, coming in at runner-up, is going to be Jerry Rice. And of course, he's got the 98 Ultimate Legend. You can boost him up to a 99, no problem. His issue is, again, no top-end speed, but he is better than everyone else below him because, dude, I know I keep saying this about a lot of them, but he catches so much. And a lot of them are really that way. They have really great hands. You know, when they get this good up in the left, they need to catch everything. If it hits them in the hands, they need to catch it. That's what Jerry Rice does. He's not going to, like, just destroy anyone with agility and speed, but you can get him up to 98 speed, no problem. With a theme team, you can get up to 99. Again, jumping lacking a little bit. A lot of these guys you'll notice are, but he can still go up and beat someone. He's a pretty physical receiver. 98 catching, 95 in traffic. Again, you can boost some of these up. The 94 spectacular. And then all of his route running is incredibly good. He's a very good receiver. Probably the best, at least statistical receiver of all time. Very, very good receiver. I don't actually have him on my squad because he's kind of expensive and I just haven't taken the time to pick him up. But him, the number 1, and Calvin Johnson are the best 3 receivers in my opinion in this game. Coming in at number 1, and this is going to be the least shocking number 1 of all of these lists that I do, it's going to be Randy Moss. Now, Randy Moss, He's so freaking good. He's so good. If you haven't played with him, now, his last one was a 95 or a 96. I can't remember. His NFL 100, I personally thought was a little overrated. Everyone got him because he got the Moss ability that allowed him to get the one play where you just throw it deep and he potentially catches it. It messes up more often than I would like to. Of course, I have him on my squad. He's very, very good. It messes up more than I would like to, where he doesn't, like, the animation's weird or whatever. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't use that ability on him, he is so good. He is essentially a golden ticket. Honestly, between him, Julio, and Enunwa, I might take Randy Moss. I don't know. I haven't played with Enunwa and Julio Jones, so maybe I'm a little biased. But he is so good. 98 speed, 99 jumping, 98 catching. Everything's 99 pretty much across the board. Yeah, he's short and mid-route running are a little lacking, but you're not really running him short and mid anyway. He's going to do all the deep stuff. Guys, I tossed it to him one time on a streak. Now, of course, I had streak specialist on him, but it was golden ticket Calvin Johnson and golden ticket Jalen Ramsey covering him. Dude snagged it. Did an aggressive catch on the sideline, snagged it. Didn't even go down. I just stepped out of bounds because I'm dumb, because I got so hyped that he caught it. He is ridiculous. He gets the craziest animations. Randy Moss is probably the best receiver of all time. Yes, Jerry Rice does beat him statistically, but I don't know, guys. Randy Moss is tough to beat as the best receiver of all time. But of course, he's going to be number one. If you don't have him on your team, go get him. He's incredibly good. Use your 99 power up pass if you need to get him. Incredibly good. You always have like that one play you can use him for. But of course, he's going to be the number one overall. Best non-golden ticket wide receiver in the game by far, in my opinion. There's kind of like one, and then Jerry Rice, two down here. Jerry Rice is very, very good. But Randy Moss is that much better. There's a pretty sizable gap in between 1 and 2. The only person that I think will compete with him if he gets an upgrade is Calvin Johnson. But I still think Randy Moss is going to be the best receiver in the game. So anyway, guys, that is my list of the top 10 wide receivers in Madden 20 as it stands right now, of course, excluding the golden tickets. But anyway, guys, that is my list of the top 10 wide receivers currently in Madden 20, of course, excluding the golden tickets. So let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me or if you disagree, if you think I completely shot on someone that should be in. Let me know. Maybe I'll reevaluate the list in the future so we get a few more wide receivers. But those top 3 guys, I think you need to have at least 1 or 2 of them on your team. They are so good. Like, they really are difference makers. Of course, Randy Moss is by far the best. No one's going to convince me otherwise that a non-golden ticket wide receiver is better than Randy Moss. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like if you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next one.